Welcome to the shit show. Where? Oh. Well. So I've got tons of shit in there. Make sure I got this. Ain't gonna fall on my friggin' head. And try it like this first, and then we'll do it. It's been sitting a little over a day. Probably not long enough, but we'll see. Let me get a pipe. I may have to get this thing off of here and do it on the ground. Nope, she's still stuck. It's all right. That's all my weight. Where is it stuck? Well, good evening. Happy New Year's Eve, you car-loving sons of bitches. I gotta get old Lucille, our 68 Electra, needs to be off this trailer because my buddy, his daily car threw a rod. So he needs a trailer, so we're gonna get it off here, and that'll make it easier for me to get to the valve train anyway, because I'm pretty sure that's what's stuck on it. I checked all my bases on, you know, what I could without taking the valve covers off, and everything looks good. Cylinders look good, so it's got to be in the valve train. Not a big deal. We'll get to that maybe tonight. I ain't got nothing going on because tomorrow's New Year's Day, and we got a motor to build for that Trans Am. So let's get this thing off of this trailer, shall we? Before I freaking freeze to death. Now you guys really can't see it, but my yard and my driveway goes downhill like this way. And that leaves me, the car will go forward if you don't jack it up. So I actually have a jack underneath the tongue, and that's what's picking this whole thing up. And I got it a little bit back. I wanted to make sure it was safe. Try to get the light on it. Got a brick there for just in case, but it looks like it's gonna hold. Should just be able to back it off. Got the driver's window down because they work, and I can just roll her backwards. Hopefully this works. I don't want to damage anything. I am gonna probably have to watch this side and don't hit that fender, but again, it's locked in. It ain't going nowhere. Let's try it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's how we do it, y'all. I am gonna have to turn this wheel, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what happens. Make sure that chain stays. We're gonna miss. I think we're gonna miss. Here we go. All right, let me double check my ramps here. Damn, she about to go all the way down. Oh yeah. Probably need to put this front jack down a little bit, but we're not going to. Uh-oh. Here's where we could run into a problem. Probably gonna need somebody else out here. It'd be nice if the remote worked, and it don't. she's down. I am gonna have to get side by side and pull it backwards though. Unless I just unhook her and drive the trailer out from underneath it. You can do that too. So she's off. Looks good. Perfect. We'll have to roll her forward though. I don't want her here. A big ass tree limb that likes to look like it wants to fall. So I get this winch all cleaned up, and then we'll go from there. Look at that stance. Those tires are perfect. 225, 75, 15. I could have went with a 70, but this car is so legit that I want it to be the original size, which you can buy those, but I mean, those bias plies but they're expensive. You know, like to make them original. And these are steel belted radials, Ironmans. And they're the exact, you know, the new version of the, I think it's a H78-15 or something like that. But there she is in all her glory now, down to our level. She's probably still locked up. Oh yeah, I gotta unhook this and put the window back up. Oh, it shouldn't be that hard. There we go. Unhook that battery. But the big old 430. She's still soaking, but I'm pretty sure it's in the valve train. I've got rid of every other scenario, and it's got to be in that valve train. We already know we have to replace some stuff on here, but maybe I'll work on that tonight, maybe I won't. But I need to get this trailer back to my buddy so he can use it. And it is New Year's, so I'm gonna hang out inside with the fam, you know. Oh my God. Jeffy don't want to be out here anyway. It's cold as hell. Anyway, guys, maybe see you after a while, or maybe tomorrow. I got to get this thing off of there. I got it all tore down. I got to get it off there and swap it with that one, because that's getting built tomorrow. Pontiac 400 for the Trans Am. So I need to get this is all sealed up. Look at that. Full of antifreeze all the way to the brim. I'm just going to swap it onto that stand and let it sit in the corner. And then that block is going on my good stand. We're going to build that tomorrow in a day. Morning. It's ass crack of dawn. Happy New Year and all. I'm going to pull valve cover off because we're going to see what we got in here, because I'm pretty sure that the upper end is what's locked up, because the cylinders look great. The belts are off. I mean, it could be the starter is lodged in there, but I doubt it. This seems more like upper valve train problem. I went through all the bases, and the only thing I haven't done is just fill the whole motor full of oil, which I really don't want to do that. I'd rather just get it like this. I got something in my eye. And this will just take a second. That's a lot of dirt. Boy, this battery about shot now. I don't think these have ever been off, y'all. Very, very possible. That's it. Yeah, these ain't ever, these ain't ever been off. Oh, holy shit. I mean, that's pretty clean, y'all. That is really, really clean, other than the dirt I just dropped in, but that's okay. Trying to figure out if any of these are tight. Well, one way to do it. Yep, sure are. Well, that's snug. That one's on there. Is that? That moves. That moves. But the valve ain't moving. Oh. Well, I guess we could take that rocker thing off and we'll check the valves that way, but I can tell that that one's good. That one wants to go. A couple of them are seized. All right, let me get I guess I'll get a new battery for that real quick. I'll take that pole off, rocker mounts, and we'll check the valves that way. But I'm thinking that might be what we got here, because a couple of them, they ain't moving. They don't take much. Well, that ain't it. Every one of these moves. Every single one. Yep. And all the rockers, they all rocker. So I guess we'll put this back together. Ain't no reason to not. These here on these Buicks, that's your oil hole right there. That's what feeds the rocker bridge assembly, and these are just solid push rods. These are actually push rods. If they got a hole or a push tube, but we all call them push rods. Well, I'm gonna get in here and just spray every one of these with some juice. It ain't gonna kill it. Get it in there good, and then also spray some in there. Oh, that would have been bad. Look at that. That was stuck. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of shit in there. I'd rather use WD-40 to do that, but whatever. Jesus. Huh. We'll just give all of them a little bit. Ain't gonna kill it. Matter of fact, it'll help clean it. No matter what, I'm gonna take all this back apart anyway, so we'll just get the cleaning started. All right, let me get that back on there. We know it ain't that one. That's all back together. By the way, these bolts, these are the ones that come out right here, and they don't take much, so you can just hand tighten them in there, get them kind of snug. They only take about 20 pounds. It's not a lot, but all those are good. See how that stuff, that blaster's cleaning up all that gunk and crap? Yeah. Well, I think that may be not the issue now, because the way this side looked, because what happens is the exhaust is open and you get moisture up there, and I can see in that PCV valve hole, that looks pretty good. That probably shouldn't hold us up. So maybe we do have a rust spot in there that we're just soaking out. I went ahead and ordered a starter. It'll be here this afternoon, believe it or not. O'Reilly's, way to go, buddy. And I got everything else I need. But I'm going to go ahead and get this thing up in the air. And I'm going to get underneath there, and we're going to see about that starter. Make sure that thing ain't what's holding it up, because it'll conka, and that's it. I went ahead and tried it again with this, and it wasn't it. And I know we're just kind of him-hauling around, but it doesn't work as fast as everybody likes to think it does. This, not to mention, if you don't want to hurt the motor, you need to take your time, okay? Take your time. Cover all your bases. We did that. We should be good. So let's get underneath this thing. Can't wait. You, Lucille, better not be doing what this son of a bitch like to do, and that's fall on me. You just be nice, okay? Uh-huh. No, thank you. You ain't going nowhere. Double them up if you can. All right, let me crawl under there. I don't know if we can get that on the camera, but that gear is sticking out. I don't know if it'll pick it up, but the gear, you're gonna have to trust me on this one, is sticking out. I think it's right there, you can see it. It's definitely sticking out and hitting. Let me get a pry bar. We do got a little mousy stuff in there, but not a lot. That's stuck. Let me go get a pry bar. I might get lucky here. Okay, so that thing was stuck. Now, is it part of the problem here? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll get this back on. Switch. Boom. Bada boom, bada bing. Come on. Well, get on there, you fucker. I think this bolt's actually 1.25 inches. I don't have one. Somehow. Huh. She may not want to go yet. Get no leverage. She's locked. The only thing I got left is it's got to be in here. I got to take this off, which ain't too bad. It's just a few bolts. I can leave the alternator where it is. One bolt up here, one here. Actually, I don't even have to take that one off. I just got to take that one off. And there's one on the block. And that's it. And then this whole thing should just fall to the side. Brilliant ingenuity there, guys. Actually, I should just be able to take this top piece off, and this should just fall over. Well, we got to try it. Got to do it. Got to happen. Yeah, I forgot. This thing's dead. Okay, old school it is. That just came loose. Make sure we don't lose any of these nuts and bolts. Get that out of the way. And we're out. What do we got? Rocker, 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 rocker. She's a rocker, that's a rocker, that's a rocker, so none of them are stuck. Okay. Put that over there. Get me a rag, get this filth. By the way, it looks just as good over here as it did over here, which is superb. Low miles. We just gotta figure out why she's stuck. One here. That one moves. That one moves. That one was stuck. That one moves. That one moves. Moves. Was a little stuck. Oh, stuck. Oh yeah, she's stuck. Right there. There she goes. Okay. Make sure they're all. I think we're good. I am gonna vacuum that out real quick. That's nasty. Get her and clean it up a little bit. There in the oil hole. And this ain't gonna hurt that motor at all. If anything, it'll help get her nice and cleaned out. Okay, so what do we get for our misery? Do we get an engine that turns? Let's find out. Get in there. There it is, it's on there. Do we turn? No, we don't. What the hell? Well, we did have a stuck valve, so we eliminated that problem at least. So I don't know. Maybe we just juice it up some more. Let me go get my camera and double check. God damn it. We did have a couple stuck valves. Eliminated, but we still got, it's in the cylinders. I've eliminated everything. It's got to be something right where the top of the piston is underneath that you can't see. And they're all soaking. I mean, the only thing I can do now is maybe get a big pry bar under there and really give that flywheel a whack. I'm sure it's just the smallest thing. It don't take much on these big blocks. They, you know, the stroke and everything, you just got to get it in there. But we'll let it soak a little bit longer, and then we'll I'll crawl underneath there with a bigger pry bar and see if I can give her the beans. But God, top of these this engine looks great. It's definitely a low mile. You can tell they used STP, probably Quaker State, because of the wax buildup. Yeah, the STP had a lot of wax in it. That's what coated your bearings. Anyway. Yeah, just for shits and grins. Let's hook the battery up again. And now that the starter's in, maybe it'll give it a good whack. I highly fucking doubt it. Probably explode. What do we got? What the? That's the fan. Really? The fan started working. Ha! What else are? No. Horn's trying to work. Oh. Oh. Just noticed this thing's full of it's full of brown recluse carcasses. That's great. Yeah. And it is what it is. Definitely going to be fumigating. But that starter's toast. That's wild though that started working. Oh, I didn't turn that on. Idiot. Oh well. Let's let it soak a little bit longer. I'll take this bad boy in and put her on the charger. That way once it does run, this battery may be shot to 2018, but I'll get underneath there with a pry bar. Try that. So getting it from the bottom is impossible. So let's try from the top. Or not. Come on, baby. Bigger pipe. I don't really want to put too much pressure on that main bolt because, wow, you pop that off, you are screwed. Stay, pipe. Too long. It's too long. Way too long. Shit. Maybe we use the ratchet. I don't know. Maybe it'll pop in there further. And we can set it to wherever we need it. Damn. The thing is stuck, guys. Like, wow, stuck. Yeah. I ain't had one this stuck in a while. This may be a heads off type of stuck. Leave pressure on it, I guess. Air conditioner worked good. Oh, damn it. Well, this is putting pressure on it. Hopefully that'll work. Let me let that sit for a little bit. There's a little more leverage, the bar on top of this wood against the air conditioner. That's as tight as I can get it. But dang it. I sure hope it comes loose, man. I don't want to have to pull the whole top of that engine off. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull the goddamn thing and rebuild it. I don't want to do that either. Although I am building a Pontiac. For that, we could just throw it in here. But I like these motors. I don't want this thing to go. I need it to turn. Please turn. Pressure is applied. Just turn. Please, Lucille, just turn. I want to take you for a drive. Well, old girl's fighting me like you would not believe. And there ain't much I can do but let her sit and soak. The last ditch effort, I'll take the top end of the motor off. I really don't want to do that. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to pull the whole thing and go through it. But I really can't afford that. These things are expensive to build, about like a Pontiac or, you know, an AMC or, you know, anything, Oldsmobile. It all sucks. It's all expensive right now. I really don't want to pull that motor out of there, so we'll just let her soak. And I got some weight on it. We'll see what happens, but damn it. I mean, I could do the fill it full of engine oil, fill it full of diesel. I could do all that, but I've tried about everything. The cylinders didn't look that bad. My guess is right where the ring is sitting. I hope it didn't do what that 402 we got did, where it embedded and corroded into the cylinder wall. Yeah, then we're talking new engine. But we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Remember, we just got her home. I don't want to go too crazy on it, but let me show you where we're leaving it. You're going to say, what the hell are them boards for? These boards are to protect the body from this if this thing lets go. I have, right down there, I have the breaker bar on it with this pipe, and I have a lot of pressure on that. I do not want to put any more pressure on it than that. I've been trying to do it. I took the starter loose. I've been trying to go back and forth on the flywheel. It ain't moving. You can tell it wants to go. All the valve train is loose. And she's soaking with some Everrust. I put some of that in there too. I've used it before. Trans fluid and my PB blaster. But I just got them completely full. Probably could put the spark plugs back in it. Maybe fill through the carburetor too. But if this don't do it, I got to take the top end of the motor off. And if I'm going to do that, I hate to do it. I really don't want to build a 430 Buick. But it is what it is. She looks good. That's what matters. That's actually a small thing in the whole scheme of things. That's pretty small because the rest of her looks great. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I know. I just ain't going to take a chance with her. I'm going to take as much time as I can to try to get it loose. I think hopefully here eventually it'll come loose. But we'll just keep a little bit at a time, and I'll try to film it every time I come out here and do that. That way we don't miss anything. But I don't know. I've never had one this stuck. I mean, I've had some bad ones, you know, like the 402 that you can see in videos and stuff like that, but I've never tried to get one that's this stuck that I know will run. The cylinders look great. The inside of the motor looked great. Maybe we can get something we can get on the flywheel and jerk back and forth. I don't know. I don't know. Some other things I did today was got the 400 ready to build for his Pontiac Trans Am. I got the transmission for his Pontiac Trans Am up to Tony's, and I'm just trying to clean it. I'm getting the Jeep in place so we can start putting it. It's just, I got so much, and I'm not complaining, y'all. I got toys I get to play with. A lot of people don't get to say that. It's just, I know that starting tomorrow, I'm gonna run my ass off in that truck. So that's how I pay for this. I don't get paid that much on YouTube at all. It barely pays for anything. I'm at a loss. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, man. I appreciate it. Y'all take care, buy some merch. Thank my sponsors. You know who you are. They're in the description down there. That's gonna do it for this one. This round goes to Lucille. It's fine. It's fine. See ya. Yep. Last chance, old girl. You're costing me money right out of the gate. So I can tell you this. The rear main seal's bad. Okay, I've had enough. You're coming out.